Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this amazing thing that we don't normally do on Thursdays, but we have the amazing opportunity to, thanks to the Risen League right there, as you see I'm pointing at it right there. Risen Esports. We have the Divine League coming at you today. UNC Esports versus California State. Both teams have been coming to a hard-fought second week. UNC down 0-1, where California State coming in at 1-0. I am Pod Slim, and right here is Caster K. Rule, but behind the production desk, actually being the voice of the cast, is my man Mac Dewey. Mark, what's going on, man?
Hey, man, I am doing absolutely fantastic. I am so happy to be here in the studio covering some Risen Divine League action. Let us take a look, shall we, at the rosters for tonight's action. On the left, of course, you know them, you love them. We've got the UNC Esports Varsity League of Legends Club team. Jagung in the top lane, Steepy in the jungle, Kersey in the mid lane, and Posh and Rami Baba making up the bot lane. Behind them, they've got Coach Mick Scraggin. On the side, we'll see for the first time tonight here on the UNC Esports stream, we've got California State Legend 9 in the top lane. Full send it, bro, in the jungle. Johnny, new win in the mid lane. He-Chan and Gut Guy make up their bot lane, Pod Slim, and it should be a fun one on the Rift. I'm super excited. Are there any champs you think maybe you'll be keeping your eyes out for this week's match?
Man, I've been seeing it a lot in professional play, and don't even get me started on solo queue, but this Zeri, she is so strong right now. I think she has nearly a 100% pick ban rate in LCS right now. Which is absolutely insane. She's so absolutely strong, just be able to deal such high DPS in late game team fights using her ult and then her Q, which acts as like a basic attack. She's a very, for lack of a better term, quirky champion.
Yeah, that's
she's just in a silly, goofy mood all the time. But yeah, definitely going to keep my eyes on this Zeri pick, whether we do see it out of our own bot lane or the California State. We will have to determine that. But yeah, super strong team fight champion that can just win these late game fights once she gets 3 or 4 items under her belt.
Well, we did see last week, actually, was it CLOL or no, I think it was JV brought it out, right? Rami made the decision. We were a little, nervous over on the NACE side of things, where the JV squad was playing. They locked in Zeri. We were like, oh, wait a minute. Are we allowed to do that?
Is this allowed?
Is this allowed? And it turns out Rami and Chad was like, yes, it's allowed. Coach Rami was like, lock that in. So it will be interesting to see if Coach Rami,
Coach McScragg, rather.
Coach McScragg and Coach Rami working together. I'm going to call Rami Coach, I think,
Rami.
for the entire season.
He's
got the coach vibes.
He does, absolutely.
He's also right now the highest ranked player on the team, it looks like. He's Diamond 1 now.
That basically means he's the most important person in the entire game. There's no one else. He's the only one that matters.
There is no one else on this team.
He's literally going to 1v5.
But outside of Rami, dude, I'm looking forward to see how Jagung does.
Absolutely.
The Samadare successor. Is he going to bring out Darius, or is he just going to disappoint me? I don't know.
Is he just going to disappoint me? No.
But the varsity squad here, starting off the Risen Divine League with, unfortunately, a loss. This is week number 2. UNC hoping to step it up. They lost last week to the one and only Zenigma Solar. We've got a little bit of a mix, and this is what I really like about the Risen Divine League is we've got some universities. Utah is in here, CSUF, who we're obviously playing. We've got draft started, which is very exciting, but I'll quickly finish my point here. You got some esports orgs, and you got some university programs competing here in the league. A really, really fun mix as we're going to see how two esports programs of universities are going to face off here as game number 1 draft starts with Graves and Jinx getting banned away.
Yeah, we have seen how much popularity, I mean, some of these collegiate teams can be against just normal esports orgs. I mean, LCS Proving Grounds is a great example of that. You have universities like Winthrop University going up against like Cloud9 Academy or Golden Guard. Like, it's insane. Like, to think that these collegiate teams have such high talent that they're able to compete on that high of a level. Hopefully, we can see some of that action here tonight, as we're seeing a heavy ADC focus. Caitlyn, Jinx, and Jin, just like you're talking about, all gone. So obviously both teams recognizing the power not only of this ADC role in this current meta, but respecting each other's ADCs, saying, listen, we know that you guys are going to be playing through them. We have seen Posh pop off in recent games in CLOL over the past few weeks. So, I mean, I definitely believe CSUF have done their homework on our team, and definitely going to be focusing the proper things away from the proper people, as we see Thresh banned away from Rami.
Ah, yes, the draft sound. I got it working.
And there it is.
So
Look
satisfying.
at it. Did I not say that?
Let's do it. Lock it in.
Do it. Come on, Posh. Bust it out.
How busted do you think the pick is?
Oh,
honestly,
it's insanely busted.
Yeah.
I mean, if you, but Gwen is also an equally dominant pick in this top lane. I have to see which one. We do lock in the Gwen, and I do not doubt that California State might hover or pick this Zeri themselves. But yeah, I mean, if you pair her with a lane aggressive support, just like Thresh, but the CSUF obviously understanding the power of that lane, being able to just hook people into these constant DPS from her Q, being able to layer that CC and that slow from that big beam that she's able to shoot. And right there, boom, like I said it, Zeri locked in for California State.
A power pick, to say the least. UNC Esports here prioritizing the top lane, giving someone who I wanted to see pop off, Jake, and he's getting his hands on a very fresh champion. I don't think he's actually played it in any CLOL action that we've seen, but clearly something to watch out for. Viego is going to be the second champion locked in here for CSUF here. Zeri and Viego. Wow. That's a hell of a red phase 1, 2 picks.
Yeah.
Viego in the jungle, certainly going to be very interesting.
Yeah, and it definitely kind of limits who Steepy is able to pick as Posh. Or I'm sorry, Steepy is going to lock in the Aphelios for Posh. But Viego, it also limits who UNC can pick themselves, because if you let this Viego get constant resets, get these constant like changes after ganking and everything like that, being able to use all these different abilities in these team fights, it's going to be just very hectic for UNC, as we saw the Ivern and the Soraka hovered right there, but Nautilus ultimately going to be locked in. Definitely a callback to my man LS over with Cloud9 in the Ivern Soraka mid-tech. But we see California State hovering it themselves and locking it in. Wow.
This is crazy. Oh, my goodness. You got Ivern with both Viego and Zeri. It's probably going to be an Ivern mid, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We have seen that played a lot, at least here in North America. Cloud9 is a big proponent of that LS. See that voice crack right there. But I had to call myself out before anyone chatted. But yeah, LS definitely been reviewing how effective that is in this mid lane, and especially in late game, whenever you are empowering champions like this Zeri, because you just throw the bubble, that shield right on top of her, goes in, slows people, and if it's Soraka, well, then you're just healing her constantly. So
right.
Both of those are equally effective at keeping her alive. So it's definitely going to be California State's objective, that I think they're just going for a protect the president comp. Like, just keep this Zeri alive, make sure she doesn't die. If she dies, well, put it in DEFCON 5. I mean, we are in panic mode if that happens.
And I think this is going to be a very critical rest of the UNC draft, because last week we saw what I would characterize as a frustrated Rami Baba play this Nautilus, try to set up the team, and just the follow-up just wasn't there. Steepy on the Nidalee really struggled
Yeah.
to connect on just, I think, easy spears. It was a rough game to see. So I'm interested now, how is UNC going to draft? What are they going to pick Steepy to go into this Viego? And what are they going to give Kersey, who we've seen a lot of flexibility on him, picking the Akshan before. What's he going to go into Seraphine, which... Seraphine's support, who's going to be the top laner? I'm surprised that the draft is kind of going this way. But, I mean, it's kind of tough to pick support Red 5.
Oh, no, yeah, absolutely. Having a support counter pick can be helpful depending on the playstyle of your support. But I'm really surprised by California State. I mean, they saw the top lane pick from UNC, but are still holding it for this fifth pick. Unless this Gwen is actually going mid and Rami locks in that Renekton. He's hovering Teemo. I don't think that's going to go through. But yeah, we will see if it's actually Kersey playing this Gwen instead of Jaegung. And I think California State might have predicted that as they're hovering the Gangplank. I love this pick.
Or do we got Gwen in the jungle?
Could be Gwen in, you know, you're right, actually. That would be Gwen in the jungle. I'm kind of brain dead, if you ask me.
I actually haven't seen like a Gwen jungle pick before. I wonder if chat's flaming us right now.
Oh, 100%. They're like,
no, it's okay.
They're like, it's Gwen in the jungle, you idiots. Like, holy moly, you guys are trash. But we got everything else right, so cut us some slack. It's late on a Thursday. We've had a long day. But California State locking in Tryndamere for this final pick. And this pick, we have seen increased play with changes to lethal tempo, with changes to a lot of these mythic items, just making him an absolute beast in these 1v1s, and especially if you build something like Hullbreaker, just being able to split push the entire game. Because unless this Renekton or Steepy on this Gwen get ahead and are able to actually duel him, he's just going to be constantly side laning. Doesn't even have to show up to team fights, and he's just going to take all of your turrets by 20 minutes if you don't do anything about him.
Oh, I screwed up the Discord announcement. Oh, it feels bad.
Hi. F in the chat for McDewey. Man's been doing so much today. Production can be rough sometimes, ladies and gentlemen. But
I said it was the Overwatch Junior Varsity team on stream.
Uh-oh.
Whoops.
Well, they do have a match right now.
It is true, but we aren't
it's
streaming.
not on stream. Well, if you're here for Overwatch, consider staying for League of Legends. You might not understand what's going on, but that's what me and Mark are here for.
Heck yeah. Who do you think won draft overall? This is interesting. I'm honestly leaning towards California State's draft. I don't know if this interesting UNC composition. I don't. Gwen, how does she scale, you think?
Gwen scales very well. I mean, I would say she is probably top 3 champions in this current game that scales super well. Because I mean, once you get those multiple stacks on your passive late game, I mean, you can do 500, 600 damage with those scissor cuts. I don't know the name of the ability.
Yeah.
But yeah, then you have the needles coming out as well. Those can chunk your team in a team fight, especially when you have so many people that have to get close to do damage on the side of California State. I mean, this Tryndamere going to be dashing into your team. This Viego going to be trying to run in and get these stuns and get these constant resets off. But I think California State did win this draft, in my opinion. I love this Zeri pick. I think it is honestly probably the best champion in the game currently, until they nerf her into the ground, which ultimately happens with a lot of champion releases, sadly. But this Ivern and Seraphine protect the Zeri comp, I feel like is going to flourish unless UNC can set her behind so far early on.
For me, I think this game is going to come down to how well Jaegung can play with the rest of the team on this Renekton.
Yeah.
And if he's able to hopefully win top early, how well he can kind of transition his lead. because Kersey and Posh, I think it's going to be a lot of farming outside of any Rami Baba playmaking. So it'll be interesting. I think this one is going to be a really exciting match on the Rift. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go into a quick break as we get set up, but don't click out of that browser. We will be right back here with game number 1 in just a little bit. It is some Risen Divine Lead action tonight, and we'll be right back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Summoner's Rift. We are starting off game number 1 of this best of 3 series. It's week number 2 of the Risen Divine League as the UNC Varsity squad is facing off against a fellow university program here in a league filled with all sorts of esports orgs. We've got Rami Baba and the UNC's crew headed into bot lane immediately, trying to look for a little something here. My name's Mac Dewey. Joining me in the studio live here at the Carolina Gaming Arena is the one and only Podsalem. Tell me, my man, which lane are you going to be looking at here in the early game to be the most exciting for us?
If we're talking solely about the early game, it has to be top lane. I mean, Tryndamere and Renekton are both very aggressive into one another. Renekton is especially good early on, doesn't really need too many items to get going, does fall off pretty hard, especially against this team that has so much CC on it. But right now, going in this 1v1 against this Tryndamere, running Conqueror as well, should be fairly even matchup. But we do see Tryndamere is running the lethal tempo like I was talking about, and especially with those changes to how lethal tempo works, just makes Tryndamere an absolute beast, absolute unit of a man, more so than he already was.
And we see the junglers both starting blue buff, so potentially going to be crossing paths. Not until much later in the game is Rami Baba looking for an early hook and a step out of the bush, so the CS bot lane will know that Rami's there. He's going to take quite a bit of poke damage on his way out, unable to find something, just getting constantly attacked. It's a melee support going into a double ranged bot lane. I think Rami's got a lot of that going his way in the future.
They're definitely pushing for level 2 here, and CSUF has got to be careful. There goes the hook. There goes the level 2 Glacial Augment.
Rami Baba burns Flash out of Gut Guy, and critically, they were getting damage on Rami Baba, but we saw Posh 1 focusing on the minions and getting that critical XP. Another hook connects. Hee-Chan going to try to dash away from that one as CS also hits level 2, but a whole lot of damage coming out of Posh. Look at that early Aphelios.
Yeah, Aphelios so good right now, and even starting this longsword, not starting with the Doran's Blade, not to get any extra health or anything like that, just to get that extra damage. Rami not letting off of the gas. Oh, the hook cancel.
Look at the fancy moves here. Rami going to try to flash away. First blood goes the way of Gut Guy. Posh 1 gets the kill on the support. Hee-Chan going to try to fire back. Posh, not a lot of mana, flashing away. Directed cam, take us back. We got to go back. Hee-Chan so low. Posh
Runs on the way.
Just trying to see us. Hee-Chan gets the level up.
He dashed over the
wall.
both
ADCs. Podsalem, it looks like they are going to barely walk away after that one.
Yeah, summoners being used every which way. I feel like if Posh had been running this heal, might have been able to keep doing him right there, but I understand why he's running the cleanse. Cleanse is just overall better into this game. But yeah, very good from both sides, not letting the other one get the better of them there, staying too long. But mid lane,
Kersey just going to be able to walk away from that one as Mina Tozaki on this Viego pick stops by for a visit. Both of these junglers kind of just made their way through the jungle. A full clear for both of them, as well as a Scuttle Crab to go, please, as it looks like these junglers are going to be probably recalling in the near future as DP's going to finish off the Krugs. Podsum, hold that thought, though. 3v3 in the bot lane. Gut Guy so low, not going to fall. Oh my goodness, DP gets taken down as the support versus jungler is traded. Posh going to try to recall out of here. Mina trying to get the damage on hook, misses Rami Baba. He's gone too far, trying to get the damage down, can't quite do it. Mina goes Nautilus, taking turret damage, gonna be able to flash away. Mina Tazaki lives, survives through the tower dive.
Uses the W, the Nautilus W, I can only assume, to get that shield to keep himself alive. And that, Mac Dewey, is something you do not want to see, is this Viego getting so far ahead. The lack of vision in UNC's bot side jungle allows him to go right through the river, down past red buff, and right into that tribe bush. And I think Rami Baba, if he had held that hook for a split second longer, would have seen him rotating down and not engage there, because Posh was not in the proper wave management area to go in on that, had a wave crashing into his turret, had to respond to that, or just fall super behind in CS. But this Zeri Hee-Chan 004, while he doesn't have a kill, still is getting a lot of gold from those assists. Already has a Sheen, longsword. I mean, we can see right there, 300 gold up just based off of those. And if we look in the jungle, Steepy down about 700.
And 700 gold
Oh, no.
early on. Mina looking for another bot lane gank. Here comes the Ruined King as Mina looking, misses the stun. Posh able to sidestep it. Steepy also level 5 coming down for the bot lane hook. Misses Rami Baba. Just going to have to back off. Steepy getting quite low, slowed down. Hee-Chan going to try to chase as Posh finds the Graviton Root onto 2. It has been a very hectic bot lane to start off this first match. But for the time being, Podslim, I think I could take a deep breath. The junglers have backed off.
Yeah, we are seeing some constant aggression from both bot lanes. Rami Baba almost getting himself killed, just looking for these aggressive picks. But I mean, that's what you do when you are playing this Nautilus into two squishy characters in the bot lane. You constantly want to fight. You constantly want to harass them and try and potentially get kills. But that's why Mina on this Viego likes to stay bot side. We've seen him. I think this is the second time he's gone down there. Picked up the dragon for himself as well. Mountain Drake doesn't really do too much for their team. I mean, gives them a little bit more resistances.
Right.
But as far as being super useful, you don't really have a tank, so not anyone that's going to benefit from that super duper hard. But both bot lanes, very it's breathing easy right now. There's not any action going on.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, no.
Posh getting real low hook, misses. Hee-Chan doing a whole lot of damage. Flash away from Rami as Rami does have the Hex Flash available, so that Summoner spell only maybe cut out on like a half cooldown. Hee-Chan's got to be careful though. The Calibrum plus the Crescendum doing a whole lot for Posh from a very long range. A huge laser going to connect as the hook does connect. Gut Guy going to flashes. Hee-Chan melts down Rami Baba in this bot lane. 5 kills now onto UNC as in the top lane. Steepy getting real low. Mina is level 6. Jacob, you've awakened the crocodile as it's a 3v3. Fast forward, there's fights all over the map. Mina Tazaki getting so low. Here come the resets as Posh gets taken down in the bot lane as well. California State popping off.
Yeah, that failed attempt from Rami Baba puts Posh in a very poor position, having to face the wrath of not only Hee-Chan and Gut Guy, but this wave is crashing as well. I mean, you have to get this CS, but in order to do that, you got to step up a little bit. You can't just back away completely from your turret. And then Hee-Chan still having that flash. I'm pretty sure Gut Guy still had his flash and ignite as well. So, I mean, nothing you can do there. Doesn't have 6 yet. The levels for UNC, they're just so far behind right now. So far behind in gold, so far behind in pressure. Viego 4-0 now. Nothing going the way of UNC Varsity.
And if we're being honest, isn't this exactly how CSUF would have liked things to unfold? You have got a huge lead on the Viego. Hee-Chan on this Zeri pick doing so well in the bot lane. Things are perfectly set up for the Johnny in the mid lane to come in and potentially close out UNC. The carries are fed in CS. They've been able to draft themselves some solid support, both the Iron and the Seraphine, to help these carries just absolutely steamroll and carry their advantages through this mid game. We got Dragon coming up in 2 minutes, only the second one of the game in Rift Herald. Shelly's still up and ready to go. Mina Tazaki positioned around the top lane for the time being. Might try to look for it.
Yeah, we see just UNC, this bot lane, still wanting to be aggressive. They want to be aggressive, but they know that they can't. They know that this Zeri will just do too much damage to that. Too much damage to them. I believe she's working towards a Triforce with that Hearthbound Axe and the Sheen. But yeah, just like you were saying, with this Seraphine and this Ivern pick, I mean, both of them are just working towards this Moonstone Renewer, I believe. At least that's what I would be going towards. Either that or a Imperial Mandate, as Jagung
Nate, that's going to be not yet the Undying Fury. Now it's popped. 5 seconds. Start the timer. J-Gun going to try to run, but he can't. Steepy going to try to flash forward. Here comes Mina Tazaki. It's a 1v1 now. Mina, no body to transform into, but can handle the 1v1 just fine. As Mina Tazaki is going to move to 5-0 on the Viego pick. Absolutely dominating as they're going to start up the Rift Herald.
That's what happens when your jungler has 4 kills, already has his mythic item, and the other team's jungler has a few components and some slightly magical boots, but Kersey.
Stepping in, no, there's no ultimate. He does have the Chaos Storm. Kersey gonna try to get the fruit. Flash in, shut down gold. Given over to Kersey. Gets the outplay, gets the Rift Herald, and maybe, just maybe, Podslalom. UNC can look to try to come back in this one.
Both Jaegung and Kersey channeling their inner Canadians right there, saying, "No, you have it. No, you take it. I don't want the Rift Herald Eye."
Oh no, you.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no. Sorry, mate. You just take that. I don't want it. But yeah, Kersey.
What about you?
What about the maple syrupy? But Kersey getting a very needed, I think it was 700 gold into his pocket. But Posh.
They're looking for the encore. Posh gonna flash away as the root comes through Rami. Oh, he wants the hook so bad. He wants it. Hee-Chan waiting. Maybe has the dash. Gravita Moonlight Vigil going to miss. Here comes Steepy trying to get in, but everyone's already so low. Steepy, can he turn it around? Hee-Chan just dealing so much damage. He's on a killing spree. Now going under the turret. The skates are rolling as California State is rolling as well in this one. Podslalom. Mina does not have the ultimate available quite just yet, as I think Posh and Rami are going to be able to recall, but that's a whole lot of turret plates going over to the CSUF bot lane.
Man, UNC looking like a YMCA 8-year-old basketball team. Everything missing. Not doing too good right there. The Felios ult missing. The Nautilus hook missing.
No way.
Gut guy.
Oh,
man.
Ayo!
You can't be doing that. It throws up the thumbs up. But yeah, UNC just missing everything that they needed to hit. I think if you hit at least one of everything right there, hold that thought.
Oh no. Oh no, we are witnessing a murder in the mid lane. That's going to be the Gale Force from Natin to finish off Kersey and Stevie. You are not safe in the jungle, my friend. That's Mina and Natin finding their next prey. Rami hitting the wall. Mina going over, changes into Stevie, gets absolutely sliced and diced as J-Gun comes in. Undying Rage. Rami now looking, he's like, oh, gotta maybe find the hook here. Can't quite do it. J-Gun gonna try and wrap around, but I think Natin's gonna be able to play it safe there, Podslalom. It is 2-for-1 overall, but we've got a Hextech map here. Hextech Rift is gonna be an interesting one.
And I think Hextech Rift. Oh, Rami. Oh, you poor thing. Ah, man, I know this is frustration out of Rami right there. That astronaut not doing too hot right now. I mean, just constantly getting it's just unlucky. I mean, these hooks barely missing, especially I believe it was two deaths ago, went to go hook Gut Guy and hit a wall all the way back behind him at Steepy.
Steepy is immune in the safe zone. Encore going to connect onto 2. The root isn't enough. Hee-Chan on a rampage as more and more goes over to California State. They are up 5,000 gold here before we hit the 15-minute mark. We've got a huge depth charge coming in. Mina is in the bot lane as well. It's going to be a 2v3 as Hee-Chan dive in. That is going to be 1 kill going over to Hee-Chan. Make that 2 going over to California State as they clean up the UNC bot lane under turret.
Hee-Chan's backpack is getting full of his teammates right now. 5-0-5, almost 67% KP for him this game. Absolutely popping off. Already has the Triforce. Just finished up the Runa's Hurricane, and J-Gun.
J-Gun gonna pop the Dominus, but Undying Rage is going to do the trick as there's Steepy waiting over the wall, going to dash in and clean up the trash. Shut down gold going over to Steepy in the jungle as UNC. Just one member getting caught after another. Kersey overextends. And He-Chan is dominating on this Zeri pick, now sitting at 2 items. CP just barely going to be able to pick up that Rift Scuttler. Potslim is, this one's starting to look a little rough for UNC.
Yeah, UNC down about 6,000 gold right now. And it's not like that 6,000 gold is all on one person. It's spread out. And when it's like, when the gold is even on each character, like on each champion rather, like it is right now, you can't just have one team fight where you kill that one really OP champion and then just roll the fight. Because you have Zeri 6-0 and 5. You have Mina on this Viego 6-2. You have Nadin on this Tryndamere 5-2. I mean, who do you have to get all of these? Yeah, you have the depth charge from Nautilus. Yeah, you might be able to use the Aphelios ultimate to lock some people down if he has the Gravitum. But other than that, you have to use so much. And Kersey,
the dash, the ultimate, the root, the encore. Bye-bye, Kersey. As Posh also gets taken down in the mid lane. It seems like every time we've got one fight going on California State, finding another place on the map to target, as once again 2 UNC Tar Heels return back to base, sent home the old-fashioned way, as see us California State pick up yet another tower. Dominate, I think that's their 3rd one already, and their 4th one looking to fall in the mid lane, but Mina just gonna back off.
yeah, everything going the way of California State. I mean, just like you said, objectives going their way, kills going their way, gold going their way, this game going their way. UNC cannot seem to find the footing that they need. All of them have a kill, but I mean, you can look at it right there. CS numbers are mainly in the section of California State, in the lanes where they're trying to farm. Jungle might be a little bit different, but I think Mina, instead of farming camps, is farming champions at this point. But it's just up to UNC to find that crucial pick onto He-Chan. I feel like I was saying in Champ Select, like I've been saying this entire time, this Zeri pick is so strong, and I think UNC Varsity are sort of kicking themselves that they didn't first pick it, because they were hovering it. They were thinking about it. They know how strong it is. They know what happens if it gets ahead. Lo and behold, 18 minutes into this game, 7-0 and 5.
Natin is over in the Dragon as Johnny sees the UNC gank coming and just backs off. Mina Tazaki was there as well. California State maintaining their map control, not giving a chance for UNC to try to get a pick, to try to get something on this rift going their way.
Yeah, and we've seen in this mid lane, Johnny basically had one job. Don't int. Let's see right here, though.
Here we go. Rami finds the engage. He-Chan goes legendary. He-Chan is untouched right now as Mina flashing away. Barely survives. Just kidding. Posh with the snipe. But look at He-Chan. He-Chan's got a double kill. He-Chan's got a triple kill. He-Chan's got a quadra kill. Can they do it? Yes! He-Chan with the pentakill as CSUF dominate UNC Esports.
Next game, we're going to see one of two things, Mac Dewey. UNC banning this champion or UNC picking this champion, as we're seeing how strong it is. I mean, just getting ramped up with that ultimate, with those constant. I mean, you saw how fast she was going. She's like a Rammus on crack, just going through everyone. Had absolutely no fear, knowing that she has the support from Seraphine and this Ivern, getting shields, getting speed up, getting movement speed. I mean, just everything that you could want as an ADC. I mean, this is what an ADC dreams about. And right now, 12-0 and 5, completely untouchable.
He-Chan having an absolutely just banger start to week 2 here in the Risen Divine League. Kersey gonna force the flash out of Gut Guy. Big old thumbs up from the CS support here. Mina with the Rift Herald does get caught by Rami Baba. Is this a potential pick? UNC going to be able to collapse on this one. Mina, goodbye. Kersey, adios. He-Chan is legendary as CSUF without their jungler might worry about trying to go for an objective, but He-Chan uses the ultimate a little early, gonna look for the engage as well. Look at the damage, Rami! He-Chan is legendary. Rami has nothing to do but just walk away. J-Gun falls as well. The encore comes out. Natin in the back line is going to finish everybody off as UNC once again aced through the bottom lane. The super minions are coming into the base, and Podsalam, my friend, I think this is the end of the line.
Yeah, nothing UNC really could have done there at the very end. It was a good pick onto Mina's Viego, but Kersey going so far into the I mean, he was behind the Baron pit right there. Like, why are you chasing that far? Just puts his team at an immediate disadvantage already so far behind. I mean, you can't 4v4 against this Zeri. Popping that ult, no fear. Walking right into an Aphelios, a Nautilus, a Gwen, a Renekton, not even batting an eye, just pushing all the buttons on the keyboard, just making sure that she blows them all up, not able to go anywhere. He-Chan, ultimately, I'd say the most important person in this game.
I think a bit of a landslide.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just
15-0-7.
Ay.
Do we even want to look at the damage chart?
I think I might throw up if we do. Yeah, I can only imagine it's upwards of 40,000, if not more. And it wasn't even that long of a game, because whenever Kersey died, it was like what, just 20 minutes? Holy moly, man. Yeah, UNC just getting very unlucky. UNC not getting the picks that they needed.
So, for reference,
oh gosh,
He-Chan was at 23.
Okay.
776. So 23,700. The next highest was Natin at 11,000.
That is disgusting. Holy moly, He-Chan, just ultimately snowballing. Like, I want to see, like, I know League doesn't have this, but I want to see a graph of, like, the damage done, because I know it'll definitely be like, okay, oh, sorry, K-Roll. Just going straight up a little bit.
Dude, that really hurt, man.
Sorry. Here, I'll set you back up.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. That's
I'll
that's
put you
kind
back
of
up.
huge.
I'll put your mic right there.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. I think they can still hear me.
Okay,
so
good.
I don't think it's that big of a deal.
But yeah, like I was saying, Zeri, I want to see the chart. Like, He-Chan, it was probably just like, steadily going up, and then all of a sudden it just goes like an L shape and just immediately spikes right there. I mean, ultimately untouchable. And she hadn't even built like a QSS or anything like that. So no worries, no fear diving into UNC. UNC going to have to change up something in their game plan to deal with that champion.
Absolutely. We're going to find out just what they have coming up their sleeve for Game 2 draft. In just a little bit here, we are going to hop into a quick break as we get loaded and ready to go for game number 2. Don't click out of that browser. We'll be back in just a minute. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the UNC Esports stream. We are back with game number 2 draft as we've got a new caster board. Question mark?
Board, yes, sir. Everyone else has had their board. We've had the Mac Dewey board. We've had the Camo Henry board. It's time for the Podslim board.
It's time for the Podslim board.
And I think the most important thing to put on this board, as I push it over a little bit, let me just draw it out for you. Here. It's like Pictionary. We'll see if it happens.
Okay.
So you have some little stuff like that. You know.
This is.
It's a champion.
They haven't banned it yet.
They haven't banned it yet. So we know who it is so far. As my drawing skills are not the best. I mean, she kind of wears these little like roller skate things as well. Has like some electricity. There we go. As we get some amazing lighting right there.
I got you.
But yeah, if you don't know what this is, it's not an axolotl. Even though it kind of looks like an axolotl.
It kind of does look like an axolotl.
But yes, That's funny. Is that Zeri right there. If you are not focusing that pick as UNC.
It's the final ban. Are we going to get it? Yay!
Yeah, see, they heard me. They heard my axolotl pick. Yeah, but they can't leave that up.
Wait, can you put 1 for 1? The Podslim
board
absolutely. 1 for 1, baby.
The Podslim board is 1 for 1 on predictions so far. But yeah, as we saw, UNC did not ban that Caitlyn, and sure enough, California State picking it up first as Jagung hovering this Zinzao and is going to lock it in. We saw him hovering it last game as well, opted to settle for the Gwen towards flexing towards this jungle. But we will have to see what UNC changes about their game plan, because last game the DPS was too dang high from California State. They couldn't keep up with it. UNC only having that one tank, and Renekton didn't really get enough items to be a bruiser. Gwen, yeah, she existed, but she got melted by literally everything. California State on their second round of picks, and I believe they honestly, you could just run the same type of comp as we see Thresh. Since it wasn't banned away from the side of California State, they're going to lock it in themselves. Caitlyn Thresh, very strong bot lane for, I think, at least like 1, 2, 6 years. It's been pretty popular for a while now.
Ever since Thresh came out?
Yeah, ever since League of Legends was a thing, as Viego is hovered and going to be locked in for California State.
And now Full Send It Bro is back in the jungle. Full Send It Bro wasn't even in yet, Podslim. Full Send It Bro, the starting jungler now for California State, in for game number 2, which is very exciting. UNC locking in Jinzhao and Aphelios during their phase 1. Their final pick, pick number 3, is going to be the Zillion. Is that the Cursey Bjerg impression?
Bjergsen, is that you?
Oh my goodness. UNC locking in the Zillion pick and a ban away Trendemir. I very much like that ban. Jagun, I just think, really struggled against the pick.
Yeah.
Didn't really find any sort of advantage. It was just kind of rough. I felt bad. Like, what do you do against the Trendemir? You can't kill him. He can't die. And it was tough to overcome, I think, to say the least.
Yeah, so I'm drawing this little diagram right here, and I think everyone can sort of determine what it is. Once again, Pictionary, going to have some fun. But this right here is the most important lane in the game, I think, for both teams with this bot lane. We don't know where this Zillion is going to go. I can only imagine Kersey is going to be picking it up. Hey, Alan, how's it going? But yeah, so this right here is where we saw the bulk of the game, the bulk of the crap just hit the fan for UNC.
Is this a bot lane drawing?
Yes, it is a bot. Is it good?
You like it? I see it now. I thought it was the 3 lanes, but no, it's literally just bot lane.
Yeah, it's bot lane. You have the turret. You have the actual lane itself. Oh, I didn't draw the alcove. But yeah.
Wait, give us a replay of last match.
Replay of last match? Okay.
Replay of last match on the Podslim board.
Okay, so we have Rami Baba on this Nautilus pick. Here we go. He looks like a fall guy. Has a big anchor right there. Here we got Zeri. And we got Seraphine as well. Look very different, even though they're kind of similar. Rami Baba getting very unlucky with these hooks, very unlucky with these engages, as we see Rise locked in for UNC. So it's actually going to be Zillion support, which I am a huge fan of. Rami going to be channeling his inner Bjergsen. But yeah, Rami was playing this lane right. Here he is right here. Playing this lane right, being aggressive against this double squishy character lane, trying to be aggressive, trying to get this Aphelios ahead. But ultimately, Hook's either going here, either going over there, either going over here at one instance, which caused him to die. I mean, just not having a fun time for himself. So on a different style of champion this game, as we see an Ornn locked in. Bit of a change of pace for California State as well, not having a bruiser in that top lane. But could we see the NA Jace tech? Is this going to be it?
The savior?
The savior. Is
Rami
this the
role
man?
swapping to top lane?
I mean, we could happen. J-Gung could be heading down to the support lane. But with this Zillion pick, I think it provides a good change of pace for UNC, because now they're not going to be reliant on making the aggression themselves, but they're going to be counteracting the aggression from California State, because Gut Guy, if you dodge that death sentence hook, if you dodge that flay, Thresh is a very immobile champion.
Yeah.
Doesn't have any dashes or anything like that. Doesn't have a speed boost like this Seraphine does. But Zillion, that man, if he uses abilities right, got 2 speed boosts. Two of them. Count them, 2. So if you're already having trouble dodging these hooks, you just speed up this Aphelios, use that W, get those cooldowns back up, use it again on yourself or use it on the Aphelios again. Just run circles around this bot lane, get ahead, because Aphelios, we know what Aphelios can do. We see what Aphelios can do. And if it's not Aphelios, then you can they can roam mid, empower this Rise against this Ivern, because Ivern's not going to be able to kill this Rise by himself, doesn't have the damage to. But Rise, early on, doesn't have too much damage himself, but if you maybe throw a few time bombs right there to help him out a little bit, get him going earlier, then it's just going to be an instant snowball, and we're going to see Rami not being the sad fall guy, but being a very happy.
Look at that smiley
Look
face.
at that smile.
He's so happy.
He's a happy guy. Definitely anything's better than the unlucky things we were seeing last game on this Nautilus, and a good change of pace for UNC's comp.
It is tough to chalk up UNC's loss, I think, in the last game entirely up to the draft after 3 kills.
Yeah.
Go over to the Viego in a 3-for-1 in the bot lane.
Yeah.
That is very, very tough to come back from. Especially given like the top lane Tryndamere, you can't kill him. It's very tough to try and play into the Ivern, who's kind of tricky to gank. So let's see. UNC, they've got some options in this game. I think the Rise, a little bit more agency than the Victor. Steepy on the Xin Zhao, I think going to be having a much better time going up against this Viego versus the Gwen did. And then Jagun on the Jace. Natin on this Ornn pick. Going to be very interesting, but we can't sleep on, I just love this guy's name, Johnny Nguyen. Johnny Nguyen, baby. Watch out for this Ivern in the mid lane. Boy, he was pretty consistent. But obviously, the star of the show, Heat-Chan on the Caitlyn now. Popped off in game number 1 on the hyper carry pick, is going to have a slightly different role here on Caitlyn, just functionally as a champion. Really interesting to see. Potslam, let me ask before we head into a quick break, which lane do you have your eyes on the most here? Is it going to be bot lane again?
I think it's still bot lane, because I mean every other lane it's going to be very difficult, as we see Viego right there as well. We saw how many times he roamed bot, has his little crown of the Rune King as well as his blade right there. But yeah, I think it's still going to be this 2v2 and constant 3v3 action in bot lane for both teams, because if you can get your ADC ahead, it doesn't matter what happens anywhere else. If your ADC is the one that can get to 2 items in a matter of 15 minutes, is the one that can be there for objective fights, that can be there for those big team fights around the mid lane turret or around the Rift Herald or whatever it is like that, and it's actually doing damage, not only just being there but doing damage, then not only are you going to win these fights, but you're going to win this game. Because yeah, there's a few other people that can carry. Xin Zhao and Jace can do big buku damage. Ryze, ultimately, we know how good he can be late game. But the tanks on the side of California State are going to put a wrench in that. If you let this orange scale, then he is going to provide so much health, so much armor, so much damage, so much everything to California State that you guys don't outscale them. These ornaments are going to be so darn powerful to California State. They just have to get there.
Well, let's see how it goes on the Rift. Once again, we're going to be taking a very short break as we get ready and loaded up. Don't click out of that browser. We will be right back in just a little bit. Hello, Summoners. Welcome to the Rift as we get into game number 2 of the Risen Divine League series. The team names are a little off. I'm going to get that fixed up real quick for you guys. We are headed into game number 2. CSUF took game number 1 after Hee-Chan on the Sari pick. Oh my goodness. Podsalam, just Hee-Chan's performance was absolutely bananas. We've got, my name's Mac Dewey. We are in the Rift here. Natin in the top lane for CSUF. Full Send It Bro back. Full Send It Bro wasn't in the game for game number 1. It was Misa popped off. Mina.
Yeah, Mina was very good on this Viego, but Full Send It Bro. What you can do, man, I can do better. But, Mac Dewey, you know how you start the game, and you have 2 spells, some call summoner spells, that everyone starts with, that everyone has and can use?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Why don't you look at Hee-Chan real quick?
Wait a minute.
One of those is a little bit on what seems to be a cooldown.
2 minutes. That's not how it's supposed to go.
Wait a minute. That man, I think he got jump scared by something.
No, it's press F to pay respects.
Oh, true. But see, I already don't like him because he has his flash on D. Yeah, that is the big debate. If you put flash on anything other than F, you're wrong. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. Faker does. But yeah, him being down with heal is not very good, especially if we see them get too aggressive and push for this level 2. UNC doesn't really have too good of the damage early on, but I mean anything is good as far as the tempo of this lane. But Gut Guy
looking for the hook, misses. Rami Baba flashes the thumbs up. Hashtag not even close. Getting level 2 now. Posh and Rami going to be feeling a little bit better as Rami yoinks over Time Bomb. Shouts Kobe as that one connects. As both of these jugglers actually this time around going full potential full clear, but both of them starting on the bottom side of the map. We might have a little bit of scuffle over by Scuttle.
Scuffle for the Scuttle is the name of the game, and Kersey running pretty low on mana in this mid lane. Gut Guy, hook going wide again. Still has to play though.
Play's gonna connect, procs the Glacial Augment. Posh and Hechan trading back and forth. It's Posh though coming out on top as Jakun getting kind of low in the top lane on this Jace pick, excuse me. Gonna hit that QE combo though. Answer back just a little bit. We see full Sendibro on the Viego, gets to the Scuttle Crab first. Steepy going for the Crux. I think should hit level 4 off of this potentially. We'll have to see as he clears that camp.
Yeah, we could see a scuffle in this top lane though. Full send it, about to full send himself, forcing the flash.
Big flash. Steepy not hitting level 4 just yet. I don't think he's going to be able to. Oh, yeah, there we go. Does grab it. Leaves one more. A level up on full send it, bro. Steepy, he's going in. Finds the knock up. Full send it, bro. The snipe for first blood. Jagung from downtown picks up the kill.
Jagung said, I'm tired of getting beaten to death by this tank. I want some action. Pulls the trigger himself, gets first blood for himself, and ladies and gentlemen, we know what happens when a Jace gets ahead. He starts to abuse his lane opponent, but sadly, Nodin is on this Ornn, so can build these items in lane, using the teleport to get back, both of them using it to make sure they don't miss any CS, but this bot lane been relatively quiet so far in before we see some fighting, but could see some fighting here.
Oh, Kersey gets engaged on, gonna try to back off. Steepy coming in, still a level advantage on full send it, bro. Gut Guy up the first to roam. The Thresh coming up big, Gut Guy. Full send it, bro, with the resets. Here comes Viego. Kersey gets taken down. It's a double kill, but third time is not the charm for full send it, bro. Can't get the triple kill, but now it's a 3v2. Johnny Newen, excuse me. The hook connects. Gut Guy finds Posh. Is Posh going to try to run away? Rami can't speed him up fast enough. Hechan, the 90 caliber net over the wall. The headshot, double kill. CSUF get 4 kills in the mid lane.
Hechan picking up right where he left off. Just this dominance. Doesn't matter if he's on the Zeri, if he's on this Caitlyn, if he's playing with his feet. The man knows what to do, and looks like could see still some fight.
Steepy gonna continue to look, gets the shutdown onto Hechan, will take that gold. UNC Varsity is just going continuously back and forth in this early game. Jacob got to be careful. Full send it, bro, smiting away the Scuttle. Steepy gonna try to go in and make this one work, but look at the shields. Look at Johnny coming in.
Oh, no.
Rami's gonna try to go over the wall. Steepy gets taken down, and now full send it, bro. The Rune King has come for the crown as Kersey try to back off. The double kill goes over as full send it, bro. Going to try and look for more, but Podsalam, I think that is going to do it. CSUF popping off. They have got a 1,000 gold lead here at the 6-minute mark.
Full send bro, looking like he overextended there. Might have just been a trade of 1-for-1 or maybe even a 2-for-1 if they had picked off Johnny, but gets 2 more kills for himself. Mark, we're only 6 minutes into the game, and Full Send It Bro is already even more ahead than Mina was last game.
I think it's scary hours. This is not good. We've seen this before. We just saw this before.
I've seen this. Is like that. It's like Back to the Future where Marty McFly is like, I've seen this episode before. I know what happens. Full send it, bro, is going to quite literally full send it as Steepy sees a weird tree man in his jungle. Not going to be able to do anything from it, though. And UNC getting very unlucky, very similarly to last game. Hee-Chan on this Caitlyn pick already has the pickaxe and double longsword as CSUF are on this dragon, and Infertile Drake always going to be helpful regardless of what champions you are playing. But Rami and Posh, I mean, wanting to be aggressive, wanting to use this Zillion Aphelios lane to the best of their ability, to the best that they can, but I mean, Posh being 23 farmed down, Rami Baba not able to have any damage just yet because he is a support Zillion and not a mid lane Zillion.
Right.
So you are getting 0 farm, a fat goose egg of the lane farm with your partner in crime, Aphelios. But it's going to be up. And even the level differential, I just noticed that Hee-Chan is 2 levels up on Posh as they're just running into the turret, though. Jaegung could be in a bit of trouble. Knocks him away. And Jaegung going to have to flash away. The Ignite ticking down onto him. Not in. Going to pick up the kill. It's a big wave of minions. Steepy going to try and pick up the kill onto him. But full send it, bro's out. A full send it again. Steepy full sending it as well. The one more hit will do it. Steepy picking up the kill onto Not, and full send it, bro going to pick it up on the other side of it, though. Steepy trying to trade the 1-for-1 back, but just gives it a 2-for-1 as a hook lands onto Rami Baba. Rami going too far in. Homie, that's the wrong way. There goes the ace in the hole, going to be blocked by Posh, but Posh could be picking up a kill for himself. Doesn't have the flash, but we do see this Ivern rotating down. Gut Guy missing the hook. Posh, that's not where you need to be, but he does pick up the kill onto Hee-Chan. The speed up is used just to run away, just for his demise. Johnny going to pick up the kill, and bunch of kills everywhere, Mark.
Oh my goodness, Potsdam, what was that? UNC trying to answer. They go back and forth. It's a 1-for-1 in the top lane and a 1-for-1 in the bot lane. Kersey, meanwhile, in the mid lane, trying to get some turret plates, trying to get some gold back. Do notice Posh does get the kill, does get the answer back, but losing just so much experience, so much CS. Rami's level 6 and Posh is level 5. That is not where UNC wants to be. Jaegung getting caught out here. Realm Warp coming up from the mid lane. It's a 2v2 here as Full Send It Bro in the Jay's form, using the ultimate once again. Steepy getting the shutdown. Now it's a 1v2. Kersey can just fire away on the rise. Natin getting taken down here just barely. Kersey picks up the kill as UNC using the Realm Warp, the agency from this rise pick. Podsalem, they get a 2-for-1 in the top lane.
UNC doing a bit of a happy dance like I'm doing right now. That is a clean 2 kills over to them. Jaegung didn't die. That he was just sleeping. But a good use of the Realm Warp, just like you were saying, to get up top side. A great use of knowing who to focus. Full send it, bro. I mean, I can't say it enough. Full sending it onto Kersey, jumping in there, knocking him back, doing so much. But this Rise with this Phase Rush still an amazing rune on Rise, being able to speed him up, being able to just run around your team as Rami could be in for a surprise.
Gut Guy missing the hook, but it is a 2v3. Full Send It Bro is in the spot lane. Posh and Rami,
no.
they don't know. It is Red White Aphelios. Can the kills go CSUF's way? Rami Baba just going to back up. Posh not even going to try. Podsalem as UNC, they lose their ADC in the bot lane. Dragon spawning in just 90 seconds, so they do have a little bit of time. But Hee-Chan, Gut Guy, controlling the spot lane so well.
Yeah, I want to say if you're UNC, I mean, you still have a saving grace in this Aphelios, but homie is almost getting lapped on his farm. Gold is, yeah, he's down 1,000 gold at 11 minutes, but Jaegung could be in a little bit of more trouble himself.
Natin looking for the empowered autos, just can't quite connect. Look at the vision control getting set up here. Steepy getting caught by the hook, the lantern in. Here we go. Johnny Nguyen coming in on the Ivern. Steepy gets a huge heal, but it's not going to be enough. as Full Send to Bro picks up the first kill. Kersey can't flash away. The hook connects. Gut Guy death sentences him. Johnny picks up the kill. That's 2 for California State, as once again, Podsalem, it looks like they're starting to take control.
Yeah, and this, I think, is a very big product of Rami and Posh being so far behind. Rami, I mean, I'm pretty sure just finished his support item, so hasn't been able to get much of any wards for UNC. I mean, that was an easy just wrap around through the jungle. Posh might be still looking for, oh no. Gut Guy, man, you gotta run.
Gut Guy gonna be able to flash over. Posh flashing as well. Posh wants this kill. And Posh, when he flashes, he gets what he wants. As Dragon is spawning, UNC with the man advantage. They've got control of the area, and they are going to be looking to pick up this objective. We see no vision around the Dragon area for CSUF. As Podsalem, UNC, I think going to be able to pick up their first objective of the series overall. A scary thought, but here in game number 2, they're looking to turn this series around.
Yeah, and that is a crucial pickup as Rami looking to make a play for himself.
Kersey, the speed from Rami, just not enough as the time bomb follow-up going to miss. Kersey on this Rise pick, something going in the way of UNC, a late game threat that may be given just a little bit of time with the Realm Warp. Going to try to pick off Nat in here. Rami is with them. The speed boost going to try to speed Kersey up, but the slow from the fissure just so much. The hook connects, going to slow down Steepy. Now it's Kersey caught in the front. Root connects. J-Gun goes in the ult away. Not going to save him. Shutdown goes over to J-Gun as UNC get the first kill of the fight. Shelly is available. Not a lot of time on turret plating. Gut Guy going to fall as Steepy picking up the second kill of the fight. But you don't mess with Johnny Nguyen in the middle of the river. Hee-Chan with the headshot from downtown going to connect. Hee-Chan, though, a little caught out. Steepy gets a kill. Johnny, no! Johnny isn't here for much longer as the tree falls down. Shutdown gold going over to Kersey. UNC clawing their way back into this one.
Man, there is fights everywhere across the map, and if you are UNC, you are liking the way that it is going. But Posh, I mean, we saw the emote right there, the shrug. Like, how? How is this Ivor doing so much damage? I am an Aphelios. Yes, I don't have a Mythic yet, but how am I dying? Almost losing the 1v1 to him as Hee-Chan used the ace in the hole to pick up the kill. I mean, just look at the differential everywhere. This Ivern even being even more useful than he already was in this last game. J-Gun trying to fight not in here, but that's just that's a tanky Ornn with double buffs. I don't know if you're going to be able to shred him just yet, but yeah.
UNC also unable to pick up the Rift Herald here, so their siege potential looking a little low. Is Hee-Chan on this Caitlyn going to be controlling much of the map with a 2-level advantage on Posh. Kersey going to try to use the Rise Wave Clear here to clear the wave, deals a little bit of damage, but that's going to be the headshot onto the turret. Hee-Chan picking up the first tower of the game as J-Gun sells a little something. It looks a little funky up here. They don't see them in the bush. Here comes Nat and Full Send Bro coming in as well, but surprise! It is a 2v3 as Rami comes in as well. Double bomb for the kill as Full Send Bro gets taken down.
Normally, I would be against a support taking a kill there, but I mean, if you are Rami Baba, you are incredibly far behind just based off of the course of this game. So should allow him to be close to finishing his Mythic if he's not already having enough gold right there to finish it himself. But I mean, a very good counter gank from UNC right there, picking up a kill for themselves. Might be able to allow them to get their Herald as we see Steepy on it right now. Going to increase that pushing power, maybe even get a turret. They can use it right as J-Gun wanting to be aggressive, but like I was saying earlier, this Ornn,
That's the wrong way. The Lantern going to be there just in case as the Moonlight Vigil is used. Posh looking for a kill, but Gut Guy with the support ready at hand. Daisy going to get real mad at Kersey as that's just too funny. That's just too funny seeing Johnny with the Daisy. coming at Kersey like that in the bot lane. The solo Ivern really helpful for CSUF, as Johnny's been able to kind of just chill in the mid lane, not worry about too much. The gold difference isn't crazy between these two mid laners, but look at the rest of the map. You got Jaegung ahead by a little bit in the top lane. Steepy through all this brawling. Potsalim has been able to come back, but look at the bot lane. Posh
I don't want to.
seriously behind on
I don't
this
want to look at that bot lane,
Aphelios.
man.
2 items for the Caitlyn. He-Chan picking up a collector, looking to just absolutely take some kills here. Ready to pop off in these team fights.
We are seeing a siege in mid lane from California State, forcing the teleport out of Kersey, coming back in from base. But we are seeing some completed mythics finally for UNC. Kersey finishing this Everfrost, and Posh, more importantly, finishing this Gale Force. We might just see a trade for the Dragon for the mid lane turret. Keep in mind, UNC still has this Herald, and they do not have any vision on this Dragon pit, so I think they might just concede the Dragon, and I don't think California State was expecting this.
Rift Herald going to be used here. Here comes the fight call. The Forge God connects onto 3. Headshot coming in. Avoided Steepy with the Crescent Guard. You can't stop him just yet. The Crescent Guard falls. Steepy getting resurrected. Good heal from Rami Baba. Going to rewind. Time to try to turn it around. He-Chan picking up the kill. A whole lot of damage coming from Kersey, as that's another bullet coming from He-Chan. With the root. The damage. He-Chan assassinated as Kersey finds the kill. Full Send-It Bro is focused on the Dragon, but look at the damage Shelly did. That's going to be 2 turrets going over to UNC in the mid lane, trading across the map. UNC bringing this game within 1,000 gold.
Yeah, I think if you're UNC, you are more than happy with that trade. Because, I mean, yeah, they did pick up the kill onto Steepy, but you killed He-Chan. You killed 2 turrets in a matter of a minute and a half. That goal, just like you were saying, back into the pockets of UNC. As we have a replay coming up here of this last fight right here. Let's run it down. We see the Rift Herald going to hit onto the turret, call the Forge God. It was a good call of the Forge God from Nathan right there, but just like you said, the Crescent Guard making it so CP didn't die immediately, getting hooked, pulled in there. And right here, just like you said, a great use of the ultimate from Rami, but it just got picked up by the Caitlyn trap, not doing anything. And He-Chan walking up so far, not respecting Jaegung or Kersey on this rise, just getting ultimately shredded right there. Still living with the flash, saving it for next game, I assume. But yeah, good gold in the pocket of UNC Varsity.
Just did not see that burst damage coming as UNC Varsity get a good pick there, try to even up this game just a little bit as much as they can. Posh trying to get back in this one. He-Chan with red buff, really tough to deal with in the mid lane. Now Jaegun kind of roaming around the rest of the map. I wonder if UNC just gonna look like Posh is staying in the mid lane for the next foreseeable future. Don't really want Posh off in the side lanes where it's kind of scary. You can't quite see what's going on around there. That's going to be Jacob and Kersey just clearing the waves like absolute mad lads. And we kind of see, looking at how this CSUF composition scales without all 5 members, they can't do a whole heck of a lot of damage. But look at He-Chan. There is their damage. There's the headshots as Jacob gets taken down in the side lane. Johnny Nguyen finding the pick there to start things off.
And that is the power of this Ivern. You don't even have to do the damage. You don't even have to be the one killing Jaegung, even though I think he could, as we might see a dog pile on this Ornn in the top side, but not looking likely. As bot lane's being taken, UNC just buying their time up here, but not doing anything, losing their bot lane. They got to get back.
Let's see, Natin gonna try to do some exploring here. Doesn't see Rami Baba over the wall. The time bomb coming in. Steepy gonna get step up. Call the Forge God coming in. Natin full send it, bro, and Gut Guy gonna try to pull this one off. Rami does use the ultimate resurrection coming in. Full send it, bro, pops it. Kersey comes in. The damage. Directed camp taking us to the bot lane. Shutdown gold going over to Jaegun. It's a kill all over the place, as that's 3 members of CSUF falling. UNC Varsity, Potsalim, they're positioning around the Baron, and Steepy's gonna start it.
There's a big purple worm on the map, and UNC wants every bit of it. They are going to try and take this Baron, try to turn the game around. They've tied it in kills. They will almost tie it in objectives. Dragons are a whole other thing. They don't really matter right now. But they've brought it within 1,000 gold. This Baron will push them ahead, and this could be the momentum that they needed. CSUF had the right idea there, but they did not expect the Realm Warp from Kersey. Absolutely massive right there. UNC Varsity, I think, having the first gold lead that they've had this entire series.
Let's go! The UNC Varsity squad coming in. Rami Baba on the Zillion. Kind of a fun pick. But here in this fiesta of a game, averaging almost like 2 kills per minute, which is absurd. This is kind of working. Maybe UNC can do it. He-Chan getting half hit. There's a half of his health and heals and shields coming through. Posh gonna try to push up the O'Gare Force, looking for the kill. Steepy and Rami running in as well. It's a lot of damage on the front line. Steepy running in with the Crescent Guard, looking for the kill. He-Chan getting healed for days as the Golden Forge God connects onto 3. Headshot going on. Rami survives. Posh trying to flash away. J-Gun going in the middle. Gut Guy finds the play onto Kersey. Kersey goes on to Rampage, trying to DPS down Natin. Natin falls back. Speed buff onto Kersey. Can't quite push ahead. It's only been 1 kill in the madness. Realm Warp into the backline. Kersey, he's all alone. Kersey gets taken down. Not quite yet with the shields. Gonna try to run away. Kersey, no way. Kersey survives. Wow.
I thought for a second Kersey just inted himself right there, almost going down. I like the look as He-Chan almost dies to the blast from Jaegung, but yes, I almost was about to complain at UNC. You don't have to force that fight. You don't have to fight 5v5 there, but they're fighting again.
Kersey is back. Kersey with the teleport in. Gonna try to find the kills. Natin solo. Gonna be able to flash away. And UNC Varsity, they quickly recall. They try to restart the fight. Kersey tries to teleport back in, but it doesn't quite work, as instead they're gonna turn their attention to the Ocean Dragon.
This has been such an action-packed game. I mean, even on Dragons, even on nothing else the rest of this game, kills are even now. Gold is in the favor of UNC Varsity. Mac Dooley, what is going on?
I have no idea, Podslum. I'm just here for the ride. Is Steepy gonna try to get some vision here? Full send it, bro. Hey, bro, what are you doing in my jungle? Gonna try to go in on the Steepy. Bottom outer turret falling as Kersey knocks down the objective. UNC with a 2.5K gold lead as they're starting to find their footing in this match, in this series maybe.
Kersey on this rise. Definitely the MVP of the game so far for UNC. And going on a brand new build that is new to this season, the Everfrost Fimbulwinter Frozen Heart. The man has nothing but defensive items except for this Everfrost maybe, and is doing the most damage on his team. Oh,
Peace! Peace, he
almost
says.
getting knocked out there from the brittle auto attack, but the rest of his team is taking this mid turret, and California State might have committed too much to the bot side.
UNC, they do not have a lot of vision. The flank is coming in. Natin finds Rami Baba with the call of the Forge God. Heel's going to try to come in. Redemption coming in from the side of Johnny. New win, the damage. Oh my goodness, Johnny survives. Rami gets taken down. Steepy falling as well. The damage just not quite there from UNC to go through the shields, to go through the heals. Full send it, bro. Still full sending it down the mid lane. Headshot onto Jaegun. Jaegun surviving for the time being. Not going to be able to get out of this one. Shut down. Gold going over to Natin. As CSUF, they find an overextended UNC, and they find 3 kills off of the play.
Might have spoken too soon about UNC just dominating this game, and especially in that mid lane, as they're losing parts of their mid lane themselves. Posh not having the right guns for that fight. I mean, he had the sniper, and then he had the red gun as well. Just not able to, not the best prime team fighting weapons right there. The Severum is pretty good if you are the one getting dove on, but cannot heal your teammates, sadly, as Rami almost got hit by the death sentence but fell anyways, and the rest of the team just staying a bit too long on that turret. Natin on this Ornn, I mean, the call of the Forge God, it only hit one person, but it split UNC. And I think that was the most important thing. It split Steepy away from the rest of his team, forcing him to have to go in there to use the ultimate to try and keep himself alive, and ultimately just didn't work. And the pace of the game now switching back to the favor of California State.
Where's the Serpent's Fangs, boys? Come on, Jacob. I want to see it. Hee-chan. Is this going to be a 1v1 Hee-chan?
Where did he go?
In the streets? You're just going to take a man down like that with a gun? That's not legal. Get out of here with that.
What
oh,
did
my
he
goodness.
do?
Hee-chan with the collector. Rami Baba going to try to turn back time. Let's start this one over again. Oh, it's the same result.
Way.
Is this the definition of insanity? I just don't know anymore. Call the Forge God coming in. Kersey gets hooked. Kersey gets flayed. Kersey gets shut down. Gun guy doing it all. As that's going to be 3 kills going over to CSUF. Baron spotting in 20 seconds. They're making the call. They're making the rotation. J-Gun with teleport is up shortly. Steepy still alive. Paj going to try to clear the wave top lane as, oh my goodness, CSUF, some indecision there. They were like, do we go for Posh? Do we go for Baron? I think they're going to go for Baron now.
I think that was a huge missed opportunity from California State. You can keep going on that turret. Jaegung spawned in about 10 seconds, but there's only 2 people, and neither of them can dive onto your team. Steepy, on the other side of the map, I think UNC is just conceding this Baron, knowing that they cannot walk in there blind with no way of knowing who is where and who is on what. But yeah, I mean, California State, I think easily could have gotten that top turret and then backed off. Maybe not the inhibitor, but could have gotten that right there. As we've seen, Naughton using that Ornn passive. He is already on 2 of those ornaments, one for himself and then one for Hee-chan. California State, we're looking pretty grim at about 23, 24 minutes, but have flipped the game back in their favor.
Some of the items are coming online, and do you hear the sleigh bells ringing? I think it's Christmas time because the ornaments are coming in as well. CSUF with the gold lead and with Baron buff active. You know full send it, bro, is already sending it, but the team's got his back as they are full sending it down the mid lane. UNC, they are going for the dragon as Steepy's going to try to burn this one down. The rest of the team is going to try to defend the base as the hook misses from Gut Guy, but the bottom inhibitor quickly gets destroyed. The rest of CSUF rotating now. The dragon looks like it is finally picked up here by Steepy, getting that objective. Gonna try to channel the recall.
I think he's good.
Full send it, bro. Nope, Steepy is gone back to base, safe and sound, tucked safely in bed as he manages to pick up the dragon and escape. But Posh gets resurrected as Hee-chan the assassin. Kersey tries to flash away as we got a fight in the mid lane, a fight for UNC's lives. Steepy trying to get onto Hee-chan, trying to finish off the Galen, but the healing and the shields is just too much. Steepy flashing, can't do it. Hee-chan goes on a killing spree. Called the Forge God connects onto 2. Posh trying to run away. Kersey gets hooked. Kersey shut down. Kersey sent home back in. UNC is fallen as that's going to be Nexus turret number 1. Nexus turret number 2. Posh has left the game. UNC falls at the 30-minute mark as CSUF takes the series 2-0.
MacDewey, I'm inconsolable. After that game, I mean, we saw it. We saw a glimmer of life. We saw a twinkle in the eye of UNC as they got a few team fight wins, as they got the Baron, as they were pushing mid, and ultimately, for naught, didn't have any outcome, just staggering so many times. I mean, we saw that mid lane fight where they were going on the inhibitor turret of California State, staying too long, causing them to die, allowing California State to get that vision control topside. And then we saw as well in that topside, like, why are you guys constantly going in one by one into the 5-man of California State? Just concede your turrets. You can't defend that, especially when you're down in numbers. UNC, the decision making just wasn't there, and ultimately California State sweeping this series 2-0.
A tough one to say the least. UNC, kind of a pattern we kind of see. Game one's not the best.
Yeah.
But games two, some solid adaptations, a bit cleaner play, just needs to come up sooner as the Tar Heel varsity squad going to be moving to 0-2 here in the Risen Divine League, but not out of it yet. We got a long season.
That's right.
Lots of streams coming up in the future on Thursdays. Really solid effort from the varsity squad. We'll be cheering them on here in the studio at the Carolina Gaming Arena all season long. Tune in Thursdays, 8 p.m. in the future for Risen Divine League action. But that's going to do it for the UNC Esports Club stream here. I've been Mac Dewey, Podslam behind the desk, holding it down for me. I appreciate it so much, my man. Hope everyone has a good night, and we will see you guys next time.